1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6.
Today I'm going to be making homemade tortillas. So the first thing you want to do is wash your hands, which I've already done. And then you want to get all your ingredients and utensils out. So flour, Crisco, baking powder, salt, a cup of water, the rolling pin and mat, and the pan, which I'm preheating for time. And then you want to mix all the dry ingredients together. So 2 cups of flour. You can use wheat flour because it's healthier, but you don't have to. And then you want to add a teaspoon of baking powder, and then half a teaspoon of salt. Next, you're going to add Crisco, which helps keep the tortillas flaky. And you're going to add 4 tablespoons of that. And then after you have all the Crisco in, you're going to mix it all together by hand so it gets messy. And then once it's all mixed together, you're going to add water a teaspoon at a time until you get a doughy texture where it's not too wet but not too dry. Once you have that texture, it should look like this. And you're going to set it aside for about 15 to 30 minutes. Once you get that texture, you're going to break off a piece and roll it into a small ball, and you're going to do that with all of them. Then you're going to want to get your rolling pin and add flour to the mat and to the rolling pin because you don't want it to stick to the dough. Then you're going to take the balls that you just rolled and flatten it out into a circle about that size. Then take the rolling pin and you're going to roll in one direction and then flip and roll the other direction until you get a thinner circle. It's not going to be a perfect circle because it's really hard to get it absolutely perfect. So just do the best you can. Then after you get your thin circle, you're going to begin to cook it. So you're going to take it to the pan and just lay it on top and let it sit. And you can kind of push down on it. Make sure to have it on medium so you don't burn the tortillas. And you're going to wait until you see bubbles start to form. You can lift up the tortilla and check to make sure it's not burning and that it's still cooking. And once you start to see the bubbles form at the top, you can flip it over and start cooking the other side. Start pushing it down to get some of the air out. This is when you really need to check to make sure you're not burning it, because the side will cook faster. And you should cook it until it looks slightly browned on both sides. And that's how you make a homemade tortilla.